morning, interwebs. It is about 1 o'clock, and I am sitting in a garage. Not my garage. This morning, got up. I slept in for an hour, because I stayed up till 2 working on octopuses and my giraffe and stuff. But then I went to bed, and I decided I went to bed like an hour later than I ever like to, that I would sleep in for an hour. So I did that, and then I got up and around, and I just kind of worked on stuff and let the kids sleep in until they woke up naturally. And they all got up, and we had oatmeal, and Steve was coming directly here to the yard sale. And that was all good. And we were having a nice day, and I was working on stuff and getting things done, and we found a new show to watch on Netflix, which is a Disney Channel show called Lab Rats, which I'm highly enjoying because I like Hal Sparks, because Queer as Folk is one of my absolute favorite shows ever. So that was exciting because I didn't realize he was in a new show. And I guess it's not really new anymore. It's 4 seasons in. But it's new to me. So we were enjoying that this morning. And then the people showed up to work on our house. And it gave me like a crazy anxiety attack. So I called Steve and I was like, here's the deal. I have to tie the dog up, which I did. And the dog was not happy. I'm like, I have to tie the dog up. The people are here because they're like worried dogs bite them or something. I don't know. But yay for customers. I sold a dump truck and 2 onesies. Woohoo! Whole $1. Yay. Not that $1's a bad thing. Dollars are good. I like dollars. Lots of them. And nice little stacks in my pocket. Or having been turned into yarn. I don't know. That's okay too. Anyways, I called Steve. Dog needed to be put up. Which I did. And then I talked to the guys and they were like, oh, well, yeah, we're just here to figure out what things you need to move around your house, because we have all of this work, and they're like listing off the things, which I kind of knew about, but they made it sound like they were going to need to like tear into all the walls in our upstairs, and I was like, what? And that kind of was freaking me out, and they weren't very good about giving me, they had been like, oh, we have to look. Well, if you have to look, you have to look. Don't tell somebody you're going to put big holes all through their house until you've looked. So anyways, I called Steve and I said, here's the deal. I'm going to put the dog and the kids in the car, and I'm going to come switch with you because I can sit at the yard sale and crochet so that you are not bored, because he was bored out of his mind here. He had been texting me about that. I was like, so that way you won't be bored and I won't have to be here, which is causing me like extreme anxiety. So I'm here now and I am much less anxious. I just ate the lunch that I had packed for Steve, which he left for me. And, yeah, needless to say, I am less anxious. And Steve just texted to say that he talked to the guys. And, you know, I thanked him for switching with me. And he said that, yeah, he was feeling better too because he got to talk to the guys who were working on the house. And they finally had information. And they thought that most of the insulation and stuff they needed to do could be done through the ceiling, which is kind of what we had thought. But then if that's the case, don't tell somebody that they're going to have to tear up their kids' room and their bedroom and all those things so that, you know, you can do work in the walls. Plus, I'm a little touchy about our whole upstairs because Steve and I tore all of the plaster down and redid our entire upstairs by ourselves. So I am a little attached, and I was very pregnant with our middle child while we did the upstairs. And so, I don't know. I have feelings about that part of the house. It is very much my part of the house, and yes, I know that this work should be done, and it's awesome because we're doing it through a government program so that a lot of the work is paid for, but still. Bleh. So anyways, now I'm sitting here working on dolls. I've moved since the first time I talked to you because it is starting to rain more and more, so I had to move further undercover myself, and I had already gone and put the covers on all the clothing boxes, but yeah, a bunch of the clothes are just kind of wet, and they're really, really cheap, so if people have a problem with them being wet, well, the price should help with that, and I guess I'll probably have to run things through the dryer before I can donate them if there is stuff left at the end of this, which unfortunately does mean some stuff will probably end up back in my house for like a minute before it goes to be donated, but that is that. And yeah, I hate feeling anxious, and it's worse now than it used to be. Like, not now in this minute, but now in this season of life. But what are you going to do about it, right? You gotta do what you can to try and cope. It's all about coping. Coping. So it's 11:30, a little after actually, and I finally have the kids all to bed, and now I get to put this vlog together and get it up and get to bed myself because I have to be up and out of the house, I think by around 7-ish tomorrow is kind of my goal, to have the kids and everything in the car. I packed all my craft show stuff into our minivan, and Steve drove that to work tonight because he works like half a block from where the craft show is tomorrow. So he is parking our van with all my stuff there tonight. And tomorrow I will be bringing the kids because I can't fit the kids and the stuff in the same vehicle. So I'll be bringing the kids in our Durango and setting up. And then we'll all be in town tomorrow doing that. So that should be good. Everything went in the car a little bit more efficiently this time, and I gathered some of the things that I didn't need out of the craft show stuff and put them elsewhere, and grabbed some of the things that I'd pulled out that were like seasonal items, like Halloween-y stuff that I'd pulled out previously because I didn't want them for the other summer craft shows. But now, fall items are appropriate because fall is in the air. So everything I hope that I need, I have, and everything that I don't have, I will do without. So it is time to get this together and, wake up bright and early for another craft show. Woohoo! Which hopefully will go as well as the last one, or at least not bad. Figure it's a free space, so at least I am going to lose no money on this event, if nothing else. And I know this is the first time that they have done a craft show in conjunction with this particular, it's like a car show and a community festival. It's actually put on by our local, like one of the local banks. I used to work for this bank. I actually was a part of putting on the event. It just went, I think it was 2 years. But anyways, I used to work there. So I kind of know what they've done previously, but the event keeps kind of growing and changing and adding things. So craft show is one of the new additions, which is cool because it's going to benefit me now, I guess is why it's cool. I don't know. I just figure it's nice to bring in more and more community events to this sort of thing. And there's usually like inflatables and like train rides and stuff and all of that, like the little bucket train things. And it's kind of cool because those are usually all free because they're provided by the bank for the kids in the community. So that will give the kids something to do in between Steve covering yard sale for parts of the day when our friend can't be there, and me doing craft show stuff, and kids being there all day. And hopefully the kids are all well rested because they were not having any of the whole going to sleep thing tonight because clearly they'd had plenty of sleep today. Who had not had plenty of sleep today and was cranky and tired and worn out because dealing with people in certain settings, and especially situations that make me anxious, also then make me extremely fatigued as a result. So, yeah, I need to go to bed because I think that will make everything better. I am feeling a lot better. I think I'm still, like, tense, but I will be less tense after I sleep. See, if I keep repeating it, it'll be true. I'm just going to keep repeating all the positive things and they will be true. And if they're not, I will let you know tomorrow. So, nighty-night. Bye.